So guys, let's take a look at this video. This is another video of this Mazi in UK. He's having a lot of conversation with our people, with Nigerians over there, and he's asking them how they are doing, how life is treating them. And you know that it has always been a big debate between men bringing their wives to Europe or abroad, as the case may be. But in this case, this man is telling us a different story. So in this week's update, I'm going to be, talking about a lot of these issues of marriage, bringing someone, a couple, because last week I told you people about a man who the wife wanted out of the house, and the man in turn reported the the wife to the police that she's having a fake result. So they both were deported in that video, which you all have seen. So the case continues, and this man said that the wife has refused him from seeing the children or seeing the children or the daughter for 14 years after he brought her abroad. So this kind of issues has made a lot of men confused whether they are going to bring their wives or not. So I'll be asking you, would you still want to bring your wife to Europe despite all these stories? Let me know in the comment section. Although it depends, but normally people will change. People must change, especially when you bring a woman abroad. The tendencies of changes is 90.9%. I mean 99.9%. Let me know what you guys think. Let's watch the video together, guys.
You brought your girlfriend to the UK from Nigeria.
Yeah.
She got here after getting pregnant. She left you.
That's right.
And she told you before you see your child, you need to pay £10,000.
That's right, 100%.
And her parents were aware of this.
Her parents were aware of that.
UK, you went to church. Before you could come back, she has already left with your child.
She left with my child, and she left with all the child stuff and all the clothes and all that.
It means her parents used you to bring her to the UK.
That's right, yeah.
So you've not seen your daughter for 14 years?
Nah, I haven't seen that for 14 years.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Mazi, okay, and I'm here with my brother. What's your name, please?
Yeah, Tim.
Tim.
Yeah.
So, Tim, I'm going around asking Nigerians who are in the UK some questions so that people who are in Nigeria can know some things before they come to the UK.
Right.
So, I want you to ask, living in the UK and living in Nigeria, which do you think is better?
To be honest, if you've not been to the UK, you might thought Nigerian is better. But I'll be honest with you, living in Nigeria is more relaxing than living in the UK.
Okay.
Because the fact that when you're in Nigeria, there's a lot of stuff you could do without watching your back. And sometimes there's a lot of panic goes in place when you're not in the safe zone, and that you get too much carried away, especially your health wise or whatever. But at the end of the day, living in the UK, you got a lot of responsibility to go with. You got your family to sort out, you got your kids and that. And if you're not working, you just end up being on the street. I mean, we don't want to be on the street. I've been on the street back in the days. You know what I mean? You have to just get yourself back together. And, you know what I mean? The only reason why you have to be a normal person, you have to be good for yourself, because when you start growing up, you start looking after yourself and that. You start getting kids and all that together. So you don't want your kids to get in your footsteps. You know what I mean?
Okay, so another question is this. If you're in the UK, do you think it's advisable to bring your wife over to join you here? Because this thing they are saying, you can bring your wife over and they can chase you out of the house. Do you think it's a good thing for you to bring your wife from Nigeria, from any country, with you to the UK?
Right, I'll be honest with you, right? It's not like I'm trying to sugarcoat or whatever people have said and that. It happened to me, right? When I first started, like, I'm trying to get my family together and that, I've got a lady that was dating back in Nigeria, and I brought in to the UK. That was 2009, like a couple of years ago, 2009. So I brought in thinking we're going to start families and all that. I mean, she came in there, like, she started the first visa, she got like 6-month visa and all that. She came in and all that. But as long as she was in the UK, because she with me, then we kind of start managing together and all that. So she literally thought like she could get a better offer out there. Because I brought in I did all that in even before she left Nigeria. Even I told the mum we did a little bit of the normal introduction kind of thing, because if she got here, she definitely might get pregnant. So now she got here. The 6 months she spent, less than 6 months, she got pregnant. After she got pregnant, and she went back to Nigeria, thinking like she want to extend her visa and that, because I used to live on the street back in the days. I don't like working and all that. You know what I mean? You know, when you live on the street, you do all sort of things and all that. You get more money, but I think that's what the steps she knew me about. You know what I mean? But when she not came in, I know it's like she got pregnant, and there's quite a lot I need to do for myself, not just for myself alone, but for the families coming up. So I started to change my way. You know what I mean? Drop all the bad thing and all that, living off the street, being a normal person, living inside the house and all that, trying to bring your family together. But you know, when you're trying to do something like you're trying to start a new business, you're just not going to grow up like that. You know what I mean? It's going to take a little while before you start getting. You might get a little bit wobble, but you know what I mean? On the wrong foot, it's going to get better as time goes. And so I think that's what she knew me about, and that's what happened. I think that's what literally attracted her to me. I mean, and I let her know, like, the fact that you knew me this way, it's not the end of the world, but it's better off you come in contact, and I expect you to even be the person that's going to change me from what I used to be to normal person, because I'm bringing a family over in it. So, and I think that's where she started thinking, oh, you know what, she's not going to get a lot of benefit and all that. Then that's how she started looking up. You know what I mean? So she got pregnant, she went back to Nigeria, and after that she came back again. She went to renew her visa, she came back again thinking she wanted to come and start life and all that. So now she had my first daughter, and she started messing around. You know, messing around.
Okay, you wait. You brought your girlfriend from Nigeria to UK.
Yeah.
She got here and she changed.
100%.
She left you and
she left me regardless of the fact that she didn't just leave just for me to be there. She left. I went which was just like on Tuesday, one of the Tuesday, and I was just in the house 2010, because I had my daughter 2010. So one of the Tuesday I just went to church on my way back. Because when you're trying to build yourself, you have to get closer to God, don't it? Because I don't like going to church myself, but because I try to, I want to live off the street. I want to go back to the normal life. You know what I mean? So I have to go get closer to God, don't it? So I went on this. I went in church because she knew all my listener. So I went church. On my way back from church, and I noticed the house was literally locked. I got my wrong keys and all that. So okay, fair enough. I went into the flat. Up in the flat, there was literally nothing. All the baby stuff is gone.
you see, I want to. This is crazy. You brought your girlfriend from Nigeria to the UK.
Yeah.
She got here, left you, and like you went to church. Before you could come back, she has already left with your child.
She left my child, and she left with all the child stuff and all the clothes and all that, and even the pampers I got for my girl. Literally, she couldn't carry all of it, but she carried most of it. But even the baby's coat is very big, so she couldn't carry it. She just literally pick up a few bits she could pick. And I knew she's not the only one doing that. That family is involved, I reckon. Our mom is involved, our dad is involved, our aunts, but 2 of our auntie here, they're all involved as well.
So her parents, let's just say, it means her parents used you to bring her to the UK.
That's right, yeah.
Then when she came,
then
she changed.
That's right.
And her parents supported her.
They 100%. Because if her parents never support her, because when it happens, right, I said to my brother, this is what happened, and that. My brother said to me, do you know what? Call the mom and call the dad. And I phoned up the dad, I phoned up the mom. Now I phoned up the dad first. And the dad said, okay, why would she do that? I said, okay, fine, fair enough. I'll speak to the mom. Don't worry. I'm going to speak to the mom. I'll call you back. I'm trying to phone the mom. She's not picking up her phone, thinking the dad's going to sort it out. I wait for the dad. Since 2010, if she's going to phone me back, it could be after this conversation. My daughter is literally like, she's...
So have you seen your daughter since your wife left the house?
Do you know what? The funny thing, and she's trying to press charges after that. She trying to press charges after that. She never knew. I've been in this country. I know in and out of this whole lot. I've been in prison. I come out prison. I know everything. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. There is no way about it. You know what I mean? So, and I said to her, I said, listen, what you're trying to do now doesn't literally make sense. Regardless of the fact that I brought you in, you did that, and you left my child. I want to see my child. I mean, so it doesn't matter. You've gone. Fair enough. You could go. Doesn't matter. But what about my child? So, oh, yeah, if I want to see my child, I should come to where she lives. Do you know? I went there. I went to where she lives, and I'll literally be surprised. I saw her in the 1-room apartment where the parent, well, gave her and all that. She rented and all that. So okay, fine. And I said to her, mate, listen, where you living is not a nice place. Why would you live in a comfortable zone and come around? And yeah, because she says she don't want to live under my roof. She want to live on her own. And okay, fair enough. I can't decide for you. You have to decide yourself. It's your choice. But the fact that I brought it in, now you got here, you started messing around. It's not a problem. Fair enough. So. And after that, she like, okay, what she's going to do now, she needs to do a renovation of that house and all that. Then after that, I said, okay, fine, I'll come in there, I'll help you out, I'll do a renovation.
After she left, you still helped her.
100%, 100%. I went there and she moved in from that house to a different house as well. So I went there to another house which she moved in, and I helped her rip out the carpet, rip out the walls and all that, just to make sure the house, because it's a little dense house. I mean, it's in Hackney. It's in Hackney Central. The house is just around the Hackney Central by Homerton Hospital. I mean, so yeah, so that's what happened. Yeah. So that's what happened. And alongside the fact that that happened to me, and I said to her, well, I want to see my daughter now. You ought to let me see my girl.
So guys, I believe you've heard his story. So our women, you people need to do better. Yes, you people need to do better. Because it is very common in Europe. You people have discouraged a lot of people from bringing their spouses and wives and their husbands abroad because of the attitude that you guys are putting out here. Enough of this rubbish. Enough is enough. You people will be good girls, good women, good ladies once you step into Europe. You people will change entirely, completely, and become something else. I told me in 2024. I don't want it in 2024. You get the point now. So let's go straight to the next news. Please drop your opinion on this matter. It's getting out of hand. Every day, it's on daily basis now. We're going to watch the lady. What a lady spoke on the next video. Watch her, and then you will see what she said. She acknowledged their changes. Thank you.